The end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll try the run. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Might as well give it to him again. Showing off the arms. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They
makes a grab and room to run. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marshall. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And the Razorbacks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Here's a little room there. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They'll run play action. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense and coverage forcing the incomplete.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sends it back in motion. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. They'll line up for a second down play. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He lost one down the sideline. He's got it up to 25. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on third down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
Clemson calls its second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. On the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they can't be thrilled using all 3 timeouts here in the first quarter. And he added the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Shows him the stiff arm.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might as well stick with him. Looking for room at the 40. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Jackson will throw. Got a man. It's Jones. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. And they'll knock him down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He'll try to do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You could tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. Fourth down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big fourth down conversion.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge their way in. And he's in! Touchdown, Arkansas!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. On the option. He breaks it down. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Back to the ground with the running back. Maybe a crease. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Pressure coming. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll send the back in motion. They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Fights off a defender. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And that last run was just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Grabs it. They will score. Touchdown, Arkansas. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. There he goes. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Unleashes it on the run. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Motion from the back. He's in open space downfield. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Clemson looking to convert on 4th down. Breaks the tackle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this, and listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. After the run, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And how about the deep?
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. The defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Maybe some room here. Got enough for the 1st. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Now they'll try the right side. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to it. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Dances away. That's caught. It's clapped. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Hand off to Jones. There's a crease. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! This dude has just put his snout down, sharpened up those horns, and run through the defense. Another touchdown for this Hog running back.
I mean, how awesome is it? You know it's coming. You know he's the featured guy, but that's how good Arkansas is up front. Able to pave lanes, play physical, and just run the dang football.
Here he comes with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. He wants to change this route. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's open things up with Louisiana Tech taking on the number 10 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's Louisiana Tech looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Fighting off the defender. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Still running at the 40. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's got a chance. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Find some fresh air. Finding some room. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tiger! Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to get back in this ballgame.
Here comes the two-point try. Gets the back moving. Barrels ahead. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their D. There's some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Razorbacks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run it. It's Russell. Steamrolls his way ahead. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their...
Touchdown, Arkansas! And the route is on. He scores for the 5th time in this game. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Bringing it back. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the option. He'll keep it on second down. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down?
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
And off to Jones.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got it again. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Could be an alley. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Into the end zone for the 7th time in this game.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give on the counter. defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We reach the brink. Arkansas has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
A little release to the back. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And I'll tell you what, I like this defense's game plan right here. Drop back, make sure I got the sticks covered. If they want to throw it below the sticks, I'm going to come up and tackle you and make sure I get you to fourth down.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot in the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. I don't know what he possibly could have been thinking there to wind up all the way back in the end zone and taking a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. On his way back from the 20.
The return is tackled down at the 26, and the Arkansas offense will take over first and 10.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Breaks into the open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, first and 10 from the 37. Keeps it on first down. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now second and 1.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage. QB making good.
Makes the catch and he's free. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jones. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to... first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He stopped short and it's 4th down.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. Talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though.
Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And now on 2nd down for this offense. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy.